like never before.
This is it, Star Fox. Let's show them how it's done.
Star Fox, available June 25th.
Listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Music. Let's go over some updates to the service. Nintendo Music can now be accessed on web browsers, so you can listen on your computer. A larger screen helps make it easier to identify game titles and playlists you're interested in. The Nintendo Music app is also available on compatible tablets. That means you can browse music on a larger screen than you'd find on a smartphone. You can also enjoy Nintendo Music on the road. With Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support. Music can be selected from your vehicle's touchscreen. Voice control is also available. You can say, "Play a rainy day," to play music that fits the scenery and vibe of your drive. From recent and upcoming releases to nostalgic classics, more tracks will be added to Nintendo Music over time. With tunes to match your lifestyle, you can listen to Nintendo.
Hello, everybody.
anytime,
Welcome to the
anywhere.
D.va. I'm Rick. This is Nintendo Direct, June 9th, 2026, where we are, for the first time, getting a... Whoop. Here we go. Getting a kind of pre-show, pre-roll kind of situation going on here. I wasn't really anticipating that. I guess we'll have to keep that in mind for future ones of these, if that's going to be a normal dealie here. But yeah, I'm not counting any of this stuff because I have a bingo card. Let's take a look at this real quick since we got a minute here. I pulled together a bit of a bingo card for this one. We'll see how this goes prediction-wise. I'll walk you through what we have here because some of these are not super clear. Up on the top, we have, on the top left, is specifically Super Mario Galaxy 3. Long shot, but who knows? Mario Galaxy's been getting a lot of love both between the movie and rumor has it that it's getting some love in a lot of other areas as well, including stuff like, obviously, we got like Nintendo Music as well as maybe Mario Kart World. After that, we have, so that's a shot, or that's a piece of the box art for Star Fox Adventures. I would say anything GameCube related for Star Fox would probably count here. I'm not counting the new Star Fox because that one, you know, it feels a little bit obvious there. But after that, we have anything from Mega Man Dual Override. After that, so that's a bit from Emio the Smiling Man, but that one is essentially. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the patches to Mario Galaxy 2 are really, really unexpected. So that fourth one there is for essentially any Western release of a game that's over 20 years old for the first time. So Famicom Detective Club was sort of the inspiration for that in general. After that is any mention of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That one seems like maybe a little bit of an easy shot, but it's just crossed $1 billion, so that seems like something that they might want to talk about. Second row, we have any other non-Mario Nintendo movie. It's not just The Legend of Zelda. It could be the Donkey Kong thing that's been talked about. It could be if there's any surprise Star Fox, Metroid, anything. After that is anything Animal Crossing. Middle of the second row is a remake of a game that is at least 20 years old. After that is Splatoon 4 specifically. Though I suppose the Splatoon Raiders feels like maybe a little bit too easy there, but we'll see. After that is Sonic Frontiers Deluxe, which I think everyone is more or less expecting is going to happen here. Third row, we get anything for Rhythm Heaven, but specifically Rhythm Heaven Groove. Ace Attorney, Mario Kart World in the free space, Metroid. The Metroid Amiibo, the Metroid Prime 4 Amiibo. There is actually for Amiibo. Anything related to Amiibo would work. Anything Mother 3, another long shot, but I got to keep it in there. Fourth row, anything GameCube for Nintendo Classics. The second one there, anything Fire Emblem. Third bit there, Deltarune. Fourth one is anything Kirby, but specifically Planet Robobot. People have been clamoring for Planet Robobot Deluxe for a hot second now. And then at the end there, it's Stardew Valley, but really any farming sim would get the space there. And on the bottom row, we have Luigi's Mansion. We have anything F-Zero. We have the phrase available later today. Anything Wario, and strictly speaking, anything Zelda, but especially people are wondering if there's going to be an Ocarina of Time remake announcement today. And at the very top, immediate bingo is if anything related to Super Smash Bros. Gets announced. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's also why it's an immediate bingo, because it'd be quite the surprise if so. But so, I'm going to... I wish I had a better... I need to work out a better layout for ones that I have a bingo card for, but that's okay. We're just gonna knock that away. Hopefully the audio is okay. Like, hopefully the what you guys are seeing up here is not like silent. It's gonna be a little bit on the quiet side right now, I think, because they're kind of just doing their pre-roll, and I expect that when they get into it, it'll be louder. If not, I can increase the volume on there. I think it's gonna be a good one though. So it's gonna be a long direct. Apparently this is a 50-minute Nintendo Direct. I think the Treehouse Live is supposed to be a lot longer too. I usually don't stick around for those personally, partly because it's the middle of a work day. I specifically, took myself off the clock for this, so hopefully, I'm not missing out horribly hard for that. Plus, honestly, the Treehouse stuff I feel like tends to be not like spoilers, like it's spoilers for spoilers for me, but like I don't need to. If I see a game announcement, I'm already interested in the game. I don't need to have the extra stuff going on for that. But yeah, 50.75 for Treehouse. Thank you. Yes. I for some reason I thought it was an hour and a half or something like that, but oh Jesus. Ugh. I need to get a new power strip situation because mine has essentially crashed several times over the past couple weeks. Let me get my stuff up here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, just getting all my stuff in place. Just about there. And I just wanted to have a little notepad thing on the side so that I can scribble stuff down if need be. Wearing a hat because I got out of bed not long ago and my hair looks insane. All right. Okay, we're down to the last. We're down to the last moments here. Oh, nice. Okay. So the real questions, I feel like there's. If I was smart, I would have figured out a poll for like, all right, what do we think will be first? What do we think will be last? But there's not really a great way to. Okay, no, it's the same music. I was like, I can't hear too well through this, but like, it sounded like the classic, like, the sci-fi YouTube thing there. There's no way to do first and last thing that everybody can add to freely. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got, Nintendo. It's been about 8.5 months since the last standard Nintendo Direct. So this will be interesting. It was September of last year, so it's been quite some time. There's been a lot of partner directs. There's been a lot of specific games and things.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo
I'm going to
Direct.
turn this up a little bit.
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
All right, we're starting out with.
Take a look at this.
I didn't put Final Fantasy on there. I know a lot of people have Final Fantasy in there, but hey,
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep.
Okay.
I'm here today to help show
Well, there we go.
Rhythm and Groove game. Beep.
Let's just go ahead and boop. Nice. Ah, hell yes. I'm so excited for this. I love Rhythm Heaven. One of the very few game series that I actually bought, like, I imported non-Western releases for. I own Rhythm Tengoku.
Playing
Nice.
this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm.
Yeah, I'm curious how many more
Listen carefully to
Switch
the beat.
1. I mean, they're gonna keep they will keep making Switch 1 games for the next, like, probably 2-ish years.
2, 3, 4. Now.
Nintendo may not do it so much with their first and
2,
second
3,
party
now.
stuff, because they are going to want to push more
2,
Switch 2s,
3, now.
but
Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included.
80,
And
dang.
as you play through the game,
All
you
right.
can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your
Ooh, do
shoulders.
we have, like, an adventure mode in this one?
No,
Hey,
wait,
go for
that's
it,
cool.
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with
So they've sneakily added a, like,
a healing spell with B down A.
necrodancer type
B down A.
situation in
Like
here.
that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord?
It doesn't
against
look
the
like
foes
Necrodancer,
you
but
face?
by being a
Move
rhythmic
on and tip the
RPG,
scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
okay.
There are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo.
All right.
Dan, Emily,
While playing solo, yeah, here we go.
Sarah.
Oh, I like that it's got that it can read names too.
Up to 4 players can enjoy
Oh, we're
dedicated
definitely gonna have to
rhythm
mess with
games.
this.
Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
Oh my god.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
Ah,
Get
this is
into
great.
the groove solo or with friends when
Hey, the wrestler's back.
Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd.
July 2nd. All right, that's coming out quick.
Orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Oh man, if you've never played Rhythm Heaven games, you absolutely need to get in on them. They're amazing.
You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon has always been a system seller though, so like I don't know if that will ultimately decide it for them, but
Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
so there you go.
Let's begin with some headlines.
All right, what do we got?
Master the way of the sword.
Is that Onimusha? Oh no, this is the.
Onimusha.
Oh,
Way
no,
of
it
the
is.
Sword,
Okay.
a new
That's right,
entry
yes.
In the sword play action series is slashing.
We've
onto
seen this a
Nintendo
handful
Switch 2.
over the past
Edo-era
6 months or
Kyoto
so.
has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now,
Yeah, this is the one where
Onimusha
our
must
guy
prove
kind of
himself
decides to
beyond measure.
utilize some demon power.
Parry.
I don't know a lot about Onimusha as a series, to be dead honest.
And the powerful counterattack.
We've played Onimusha Blade Warriors,
Master these
and I
techniques to
I
strike
owned
down the
one other
enemies in your
Onimusha
path.
game back a million years ago. I think it was on like I was gonna say it was on the PSP, but that was actually Dynasty Warriors.
You can even
it was
use
Dynasty
Joy-Con
Warriors
2
4.
motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down those?
Oh
who
yeah.
stand in
Capcom
your
seems to be
way?
all about it, which is great.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches
All
on
right.
Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th.
Okie
Pre-orders
dokie.
begin later today on
Doesn't
Nintendo
count for the
eShop.
available today spot, but it's good to know.
Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen is heading to
Ah.
Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land. of
Dragon's
Morgan.
Dogma 2 is not
Seek
the
out
one.
stories
Like, I can't even
and
ask this
embrace
question
them to
without
reveal
potentially
new
spoiling it.
weapons
So maybe I'll keep it to
or
myself.
skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure.
Okay.
A fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting.
Kind of gives me like halfway between a traditional MMO and
who act on their own.
a very Dark Soulsy type like battle thing. Oh, we got some Colossus going on here too.
Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a
Alrighty.
world between dark and light, embark on an adventure.
Also
and
had a
tell
special version,
tale
also
all
titled
your
Dark
own.
Arisen. Oh,
What fate awaits the
That's
Arisen
interesting.
and
Okay.
their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen.
Well, so,
launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
I guess I'll
October
ask
9th.
then: is Dragon's Dogma 2 the one that has like
Otherworldly
essentially a
endeavors
fake
await in
gameplay
these
loop?
games. Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by
Oh, Stellar
mysterious
Blade, right,
life forms
right.
called the d.va. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity.
I just
and
like
reclaim the
my.
planet.
I would already be to
Engage
start
in
with
high-speed
not amazingly
combat
interested in
that
this game,
focuses on timing.
but
Then find your opening
just
and
for its
strike.
own sake. But all of the
Defeat enemies to
fucking
acquire new
chuds that
skills,
lost their
then
minds
strategically deploy
going
them
into
to
this
fit the
game's release
situation.
really just turns me off from it altogether.
Can you save humanity?
What is
and
happening with those
reclaim
hair
Earth for
physics?
humankind? Stellar Blade
It's like they wanted it to look very
Switch 2
natural and
this
like
year.
flowy and stuff, but it's like it
Blast
bends
off
in weird
the
ways.
two-player
Oh,
co-op
this
adventure,
one.
Orbitals. Protect your home. in
Yeah,
an
this looked
expedition
very
across the
cool.
galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore.
Love that it's such a
dice to
carefully
make a path.
crafted like art style and vibe.
Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies.
Butt game. Yeah, basically, right?
Brave the dangers ahead in your
It
voyage
feels
through
it,
the
it's it
stars.
feels like
Two
the
players can also work together locally or online using game share.
the
Work
like
together
primary
to
game of
overcome
anyone
the
who
crisis
decides
of the
who they're going to
cosmos.
play as a player character because they're like, oh well, I'm gonna be looking at their butt the whole time, so I gotta choose a character I want to look at their butt.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
We keep
Journey through the glade of dreams in this bold
Rayman Legends
reimagining of
Retold.
Rayman
I
Legends.
don't know if this would
Shadowy villain
count.
starts spreading
I don't
corruption.
think this would
It's
count
up
as
to
a
Rayman and his friends to
remake. I don't think like it is a remake. I don't think this is an old enough
charming and
remake.
colorful worlds.
Rayman Legends is not from, you know,
Dive
I don't think it was from
into new
2006,
musical stages
but
and enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players
I think it's much more recent than that. And despite
despite
the fact that
you can also
no,
play
Rayman
a
Origins
revamped
is the one that's a
version
remake
Kung Fu
of
using game share
older stuff.
locally or
But there's also
online.
Rayman Origin stuff in
Rayman
here,
Legends
I believe.
Retold
It's a little bit.
launches
I'm not going
on
to count it for
Switch
this.
2, October 1st.
What's that preview? Classic anime style.
It's a
Yeah.
great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking
Big walk.
and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges,
Okay.
puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use
Yeah,
all
it's.
sorts of tools to stay in
I've heard a
touch
lot of criticism about the art style of the
Figure out new
remake, and
methods of
yeah,
communicating if you're in a
I
pickle.
get that.
They might even be a little unconventional. And if
Okay.
you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff.
Okay.
You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all,
I mean, this
spending
seems
quality time
interesting,
together
I
is
suppose.
the best
It
part of
feels.
a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th.
Feels maybe a tiny bit unfocused on that, but
Season the seas.
Okay.
Build your
Oh,
very
my.
own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat crew.
Okay.
Cook up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then
I
serve
still
your
have not read or
customers
watched
as
One
you
Piece
run
at
the
all.
restaurant.
I probably should
By
at some
searching
point.
for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings.
Huh. I wonder at what
Use
point
double
this
fruit
game went
abilities
into
to prepare
development
piping hot steaks.
compared to,
Or
was
whip
it
up
Truck-kun's helping me from
tongue-tingling
another
Tom-Tom
world?
noodles. You can
That
make
bottom
all
window
sorts
is
of
very
delicious dishes.
interesting
Spend
of a choice
in-game
there.
money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400
We're not dwelling on it though, so maybe it's an only sometimes kind of thing.
Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get
Alright.
ready for a feast of epic proportions in
I guess
One Piece Gourmet. Sailing
I guess he
onto
did
the
say
Nintendo
that this
Switch
was
2
Switch 2 and
Nintendo
Switch 1
systems, October 23rd.
lineup here, so we're gonna be getting to like the major stuff for Switch 2 specifically in a little bit. Oh, are we getting a Pokopia DLC? I didn't include any Pokemon in here because I wasn't sure. Pokemon's always a very like hit or miss whether it's going to turn up for Nintendo Direct because they have their own.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update.
Huh.
By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with
Nice.
Pokemon living under the sea.
That's cool.
Plant
I have
grass,
Pokopia. I haven't played it yet.
build structures, and expand your towns underwater. This
Alrighty.
free update is scheduled to
Nice.
release in August 2026.
Okay.
And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way.
Okay.
Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends.
This does make sense as a way to include more water Pokemon because I assume that was. I mean, a lot of them do walk on land, but a lot of them don't. So, oh my god, my voice.
On Nintendo eShop.
Excuse me.
Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly
Oh,
Basin,
okay.
launches this August.
Good of them
Part
to
2
be
and
this
Part
clear up
3
ahead
will
of
launch
time
at a
with what the
later
plans
date.
are.
Look out
Pokemon's
for
usually,
more
in fairness,
details
Pokemon's
in
usually
the
pretty
future.
good about being upfront about what the DLC situation is going to be. Ever since what, Sword and Shield, they've been pretty open about DLC stuff. Oh, hello, you. Oh, that was more Pokopia. I was like, is this a new
Pokemon Pokopia
announcement? But
via a free update and paid DLC.
Okay. I can never remember the difference between Manaphy and Fion, but
This
see.
is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Dagdan.
is this going to be adventure? Is this no? I'm gonna say, was this Adventure of Ellie? This looks like Fire Emblem.
Wish. Powerful fighters from across the land.
I think we've actually seen some of these clips already in a Nintendo Direct. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and boop.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai,
Okay.
a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman, ever on the hunt for a stronger foe.
Okay.
Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland.
Alrighty.
Lita, a musician.
Is she like a half dragon
set on
person? Because
revenge.
those
Whichever
adornments
character
sure
you
look
choose
like
to victory,
dragon
as
horns.
They weave their own unique tale.
To me, a blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways.
Okay.
Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
Time left 172 turns.
I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
Recruit new allies.
Interesting.
Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
It is interesting to have, like, I haven't played Fire Emblem, but I've played a handful of games that are in the same general ballpark. I played some Shining games. I grew up with Shining Force on the Game Gear, and it's interesting to have one of these where you've got stuff you can do outside of, like, you have your kind of outer, like, explore and get experience thing, but then you've got, like, a, core thing in the middle of doing this, like, tournament. Jesus. Oop.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the
Oh god, they got Titans.
who will route you here and guide the living to salvation.
Alright.
How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us.
Alright.
The darkest dark.
Yeah, there's a lot happening there. Oh, it's coming quick.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Alright.
Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special
No,
edition
thank you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection that launches the same day. Please look forward.
Excuse me.
Let's continue with some more headlines.
Alright, what do we got?
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
Okay.
The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Did he pronounce it Ninjala?
After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet.
I always thought that was
Dangers
Ninjala.
lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action adventure.
Okay.
Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home.
Okay, skateboard. This looks fun.
To float in the air.
I'm slightly exhausted by the now standard Nintendo Switch font showing up all over this thing, but I have to imagine, honestly, taking a look at the fonts here. The Switch 2 dev kit must include those fonts at this point. Like, it's too widespread. I don't think I had Donkey Kong anywhere on my list there.
The limited time DK Challenge event.
Huh.
Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games.
Oh, so we're doing like a Nintendo World Championship style thing, but for Donkey Kong.
You can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
Okay.
Try out ones geared for beginners. Or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2.
All right.
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today.
Starts today, goes through September. Maybe we'll take that on.
Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Brothers is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi.
Oh, that's cute.
Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms, question blocks, and more.
So that super mushroom sure didn't look like it did anything.
Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist.
Kind of looks like it's just coins equal gold, mushrooms equal health, and question blocks equal treasure chests. What, how are there 4 waves? What?
Creators of Vampire Survivors. The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo
It's
Switch
honestly,
2.
I hate.
Up to 8 players can
I feel like
compete
such
online
a I
for
feel like
top
such a hater for
spot in
this.
Survivors Royale.
This one is less bad at this, but the original Vampire Survivors kind of looks jank. Like I downloaded it and played it for a little bit, and it was like okay, and it looked a little weird, and it was one of those games where they didn't have consistent like pixel density stuff, which bothered me a lot. So it's nuts that whoever made that is getting like huge branded, like good for them. I'm not saying that they like shouldn't, but it is interesting to me. I guess that's just the power of like it was a game that was extremely popular, so they're just gonna go for it either way. But yeah. Yeah, I've never watched any Jujutsu Kaisen.
Unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken
Sweet,
world,
okay.
a looming
Oh,
darkness
well.
devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy
I'm trying to remember, wasn't there some fucking thing with Lords of the Fallen? Indie project that became super popular. Yeah, that's what it certainly seemed like.
Ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your
I
journey
guess
across the
I guess
realms of
like
the living and the dead. A hero
maybe
must
part of why
rise
it's
for a
kind of
god
like
to
okay,
fall.
I guess to me is
Lords of the
I
Fallen
wound up
2
encountering
launches
at
on
least
Nintendo
one or two of
Switch
its
2
clones
this fall.
first. All right.
Enter a darkly elegant world.
Jang is kind of
based on the
endearing at this
story of
point.
Pinocchio in
I guess
Lies
so.
of P.
Liza P.
In a city under siege, you must
Sarah played
fight
this and
rampaging
really, really,
mechanical
really liked
puppets
it.
and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your
She's
own
been kind of waiting
humanity.
for the next
Take on enemies using customizable
release from
weapons
them.
and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different
She's got a
abilities.
bit of a guess as to
But know
what would
this,
be
the
a follow-up
lives you tell will alter your fate.
a follow-up to this, but I don't want to. I think it's probably
Lies
pretty
of
big
P
spoilers to
Complete
mention.
Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Alright.
eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle
Everybody's
styles.
got white hair
Fight off
sometimes and
hordes of
is
demons
just
and
a guy.
epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills.
One day I may try a Devil May
Enjoy
Cry
thrilling
game.
high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus,
Yep.
additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May
I saw
Cry
Mega Buster
5
there.
Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch.
Saw
2,
Mega Buster,
June
goddammit.
23rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo.
Man, pre-orders are flying out today, but
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. Six
Alright.
souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named
this is a
Cheese?
very interesting art style.
Have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
Something about I think it's the frame rate. Something about it gives me like flash game kind of vibes, but it's not overwhelming or anything. I think it is just the frame rate.
Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Okay.
Nintendo
Okey-dokey.
Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming.
These 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games is such an interesting way to refer to
All 3
Xenoblade
games
Chronicles
run
1, 2, and
60
3.
frames per second.
Like, I know they can't say, like, the first
Resolution in
3, because
TV
that
mode or
actually
Full
means, what,
HD
1,
in handheld
2, and
mode.
X, I think? But, or
In-game
1 X and
cutscenes
2, I forget the
also
order.
have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
Ooh,
Not only that,
interesting for them to be doing a comparison to themselves like that. That's an interesting choice.
but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game.
No, sir, I just mean in terms of, like, referring to 1, 2, and 3 in Xenoblade. It'd be like saying these 3 Kingdom Hearts games, because you certainly couldn't say the first 3 Kingdom Hearts games and mean Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3.
Other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date.
Another series that I need to eventually get into.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the upgrade pack.
It's so fucking silly that we now have this. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade
It's like, I get that it's like, yeah, but it's the Switch 2 souped up version of the Definitive Edition, which was already souped up for. It's like, then just call it Xenoblade Chronicles Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. It's so silly. It's so silly. This fucking subtitle on everything. It's just the deluxe of the Switch.
The Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Huh? I didn't put Xenoblade anywhere in the list here. I always forget about something to add to it. Okay. Lucos. Like I say, this certainly feels like a Xenoblade Chronicles 4 type situation. Xenoblade Chronicles 0. Xenoblade Chronicles Skyward Sword. Yep.
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死すべてはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ、始まるわよ。
But yeah, certainly seems much more directly fantasy than the other ones. I think because setting it in a like soldier academy, I feel like that's just a very common sort of trope in like isekai type things, and just general like media in that vague realm. Ah, okay. So I was kind of right by saying Xenoblade Chronicles 0. Probably. I don't know.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think?
Honestly, you know what would really blow my mind is any of the other Xeno you know, IPs making their way, like returning one of these days.
Take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo
Island. I was gonna say, is this gonna be Wii Resort or Wii Sports Resort again?
Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah. Wow. We really are getting a sequel to Wii Sports Resort. Okay.
Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows, or even handles.
I think Wii Sports Resort is just barely not old enough to qualify as this being like a remake of a 20-year-old game. Just barely.
Punch, guard, counter.
I want to say Wii Sports Resort was like 2008, 2009.
Boxing. Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis.
Actually, was Wii Sports Resort a Wii U thing? Maybe I'm thinking of this wrong.
In archery.
I mean, this looks good.
Enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis.
No, wait, Wii Sports Resort. isn't a Wii U thing, because if it was, we would have covered it for the Ultimate Wii U. So that was classic Wii.
Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in
Right.
bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb
Oh, that's a
and
big
your opponent
thumb. Oh, I don't like this view at all.
Ride
Yowza.
the horse using mouse controls in skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising.
All right.
Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane.
Neato.
Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope.
Nice.
You can create and play as a sportsmate.
As a
or
s-
me character.
Oh. Oh, it's so weird that like they've got both in this game. I didn't hear what the name was of like the sports characters, but Sportsmate. Okay.
Enjoy playing
They
all
really
kinds of
should
sports
consider
on Nintendo
maybe
Switch 2.
including like
Nintendo Switch
using the
Sports
Sportsmates as like the
exclusively
newer
on the Nintendo Switch 2
generation
system,
of Mii's just in
October 22nd.
general.
Pre-orders
It'd
begin
be nice
later
for
today
Mii's to
on
be able to
Nintendo
be a
eShop.
little bit more
Nintendo
you know,
Switch Sports Resort
involved.
is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the
Look
sports
weird alongside
included.
the other ones, yeah.
Since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Oh no, we're gonna focus on the thumb wrestling? No. Oh, I hate it.
Hold on to your opponent's thumb for 3
gross.
seconds, and you'll win.
Oh, it's so gross.
If yours gets pinned, just shake
Oh, I
the
hate
controller
this.
to break free.
I hate that. Ugh,
And
don't.
If you keep your thumb held down, it'll
No,
get bigger
no,
and
gross. No, stop looking at it. Ugh. God damn.
You'll need this to
Can we please move on from this? Yeah, jump scare. God damn. What are we doing?
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match.
No.
The thumb moves.
Stop.
Just like this.
Oh, stop it. This is so gross.
Oh, got him right away.
I mean, you know, credit where credit's due.
All right,
This does
let's try this. Oh, we
this does genuinely look like he's playing it like legit and they're recording it alongside, which is pretty cool.
Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned. No, wait.
There's an
wait.
interesting way of kind of ensuring that like it's like, yep, nope, this is legit. Unless the only way it wouldn't be is if they were honestly, anything I could think of them like pre-recording and then getting footage of it afterwards doesn't really make sense. Yeah, this is a pretty good way of doing that.
Okay.
So you can see the Joy-Con, so you can tell that it's matching his movements, and like you can kind of just tell from the way his shoulder is shaking and stuff that like it's synced up with the other one too. It's kind of an interesting way of approaching that. I'm just trying to distract myself from these fucking thumbs.
Wait a minute.
Jesus. Awful. I didn't know we had a Resident Evil in this thing.
I lost.
Amazing.
Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
I will wait for the rest of my life from that thumb
Let's
wrestling.
move on to more headlines.
God damn.
Survive a land ruled by dragons.
Yeah, right, the motion controls bit again.
RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the
I low-key
forgotten
don't even
continent
understand what
of Ashenfall.
RuneScape is at this point.
Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost
At what
secrets
point
on
did
your
RuneScape
journey to
become
face the
3D?
dragon
Or is this
queen.
where it like...
In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall amongst the
Yeah,
ruins
I can
of
check out Resident
fallen
Evil on it, yeah.
civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic.
Okay.
To gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds.
At every showcase, oh god. Yeah, I have not been watching most of the showcases this year, to be honest. I have been pretty burned out on showcases, especially very long ones that don't have a lot to talk about that is stuff I'm interested in, so...
On board for these games.
Now boarding.
Customize your own avatar
Oh.
and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland.
Okay.
Join
We have a
the
new party game. New party game, everybody.
mini-games and several
We should really just start doing a series on party games at some point. The Ultimate Wii U kind of gave us our head start on that.
Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers,
Okay.
and so much more. Hello Kitty Partyland launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and
I was gonna say people definitely play classic RuneScape more than anything else, from what I can tell. But
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
oh boy,
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins.
should I be cheeky and count this as a remake of a game from 20 years ago?
June 25th.
I feel like it qualifies well enough. I just wasn't going to include the new Star Fox just because it's. Oh, available later today. We got the phrase that we can include. Boop.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
Yeah, sure. Screw it. Let's do it. Boop. Remake of a 20-plus-year-old game. Oh, this. Ooh, that's sharp. Oh my god. Also, those look like black mages. What is this?
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D.
Oh.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
Okay. I was about to say, this certainly looks like Final Fantasy, and it also looks HD 2D. I love that we're getting a Final Fantasy game created specifically for HD 2D. Oh, that's sharp. Dang. Okay. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty fucking crisp. I love the pixel art for the cutscenes.
In thrilling turn-based battles.
It's so funny because like it.
Iconic Final Fantasy heroes.
Oh, okay.
from other worlds to take down monsters.
Okay, wait. I'm less interested if they're gonna have it be like a crossover-y type thing. If it's just for little guest type stuff, it's fine. But it reminds me in a weird way of like FMVs, just way higher fidelity. It's kind of interesting how that kind of comes full circle like that. Is this going to count as a farming sim? I don't think it is.
3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve.
Okay.
But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable
seems
denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Piku Niku 2.
Yeah, this seems cute.
Launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Alrighty.
Prepare for
Oh, hey, yeah, Dragon Quest.
monster-filled adventure.
Yeah. Got a very quick peek at this during the Dragon Quest 40th anniversary thing.
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood.
So this is interesting because these are these I believe
Power to turn monsters into
is that
friends.
Bianca and no, that's the other one. But it's the it's your romance options from Dragon Quest V. Yeah.
Scout it.
Which is an interesting way to follow up the previous Dragon Quest. I guess was it Builders or was it?
That's not all.
I don't know if it was Builders, Monsters, or Joker that just did one that tied in with 4 a couple years ago. But the one that used Sorrow, essentially, the the final boss of Dragon Quest IV, as your main character. Was that also monsters? Okay. I guess we've only got the 2 Builders games. I'm curious if we're ever going to get a Dragon Quest Builders 3, considering... Ah, damn it. Considering,
About time you got here.
Okay, so it's all 3 of them. Nice. Is it Bloodstained? Or just Castlevania Belmont's Curse? A Dragon Quest Builders 3 would be very interesting because they're all seem to be based off of... Why is this taking so long to refresh?
We are monsters, each
Come on.
blood.
You're finally here. Worthy
Is it just fully broken now? Oh, the Duskbloods, right. My chat thing is just not reloading. It's like, oh, authorization successful. You're all good. And it's like, clearly not, man. Oh, it's just full on not.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Yeah, it's just not showing up there. That's fucking great. Well, I'll keep my eyes on the chat in
Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place.
Ah, yeah,
The
Splatoon
hideout
Raiders.
Out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this
it's not summer yet. It'll be summer in about 2-3 weeks.
The Mechanic. The 4 of them are
Why is
using
my
the
chat thing
hideout ship as
fully
their hub,
dead?
hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands.
I did not have stream issues on my bingo card. Clearly, I should have, though. Oh, it's like freezing up my software
The
now.
treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you
There
get
we
too
go.
close,
Jesus
they'll attack
Christ.
immediately.
That was
Salmonids
fucking
aren't
weird.
Pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone.
God damn.
That's where this comes in. The
Oh my God.
bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunt.
It's the extremely
and
safe
attacks
capsule.
automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this.
All right.
You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you. And
Okie
more.
dokie.
And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice.
It's a remake of the mobile game Brave Exvius? Really?
So to recap, do not underestimate.
That would
the
explain a few things.
Yikes! This is tougher than it looks. But the Salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the Mechanic, will also get.
It's an adaptation of the story from the first season of the now shuttered mobile game Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Okay. So, that explains why Cloud is there.
Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon
Interesting.
Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th. And
I will be honest, I'm a little bit less excited about it as a result of that, but it does look sharp, so...
daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's...
Yeah, I did not know that there was a plot for that one at all. And again, it looks sharp, so like... Come on, Nintendo, get the fuck off Twitter already.
Don't forget to check this
At
out,
least
too.
get a real presence on Blue Sky.
See ya.
Yeah, if it is being converted into a real game that does not have the gacha elements,
So
then
what
I'm
did you
down
think?
for it.
Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner.
We only have a few minutes left of this. I'm genuinely a little bit surprised that we haven't had any more significant, like... I guess there's been a few big ones. We got a new Xenoblade in there. We got Final Fantasy Resonance is a pretty big deal there, too. Pikmin? Nope. Oh. It's going to be Deltarune? Yeah. I'm going to avert my eyes a little bit because I know nothing about Deltarune, but we can boop, mark that off right there. Whee! I am going to play Deltarune at some point. Chapter 5 is waiting. Oh, okay. Okay, is Chapter 5 just called Is Waiting, or Deltarune is Waiting, or something? Also, that looked like, yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that looked like a Persona 3 thing for a second there. Oh, no, wait, Agus has yellow hair. What am I even talking about? What is this?
Is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by
Oh, Metaphor Refantasio. I do need to play this as well. I've heard extremely good things about it.
By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins.
Yeah, at some point I need to play Deltarune.
First ever election.
I've kept myself away from it just because I've had a billion other things to do, and I figured I would play the whole thing when it got much closer to being complete.
Bonds with compelling characters along the way.
But I don't know.
Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
It is Atlas, yes, that's true. Honestly, you know what it is? I got confused because of the blue hair and the face reminded me of Aegis, so my brain just jumped completely to Persona 3. This certainly looks like an Atlas RPG.
Refantasio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, November 12th.
All right.
Create, explore,
Minecraft.
survive.
I don't think we could quite qualify Minecraft as a farming sim.
Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2.
It's so fucking weird to me that it's 2026 and we're having announcements that's like Minecraft is coming to current console.
Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What
Game is
will
like
you create next?
Almost 20 years old itself.
Launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Oh, all right. Let's get ready for some rapid additions here, potentially. Atelier Caria? All right, that was way too long of a title to show for that short of a time. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Dave played this for a stream at one point. Observer, System Redux. Okay. Looks interesting. I don't know anything about that. DayZ, alright. Oh no, it's a bear. Alright, Metal Gear Solid 2, or Volume 2 rather. Which I think is just... Is it just 4 and like, yeah, the side games? Rise of the Tomb Raider, yeah. 20-year collection. Would this count as... I guess that's not quite a remake, it's a collection. Tales of Eternia. Ooh, very Golden Sun vibes. Is Tales of Eternia one from way back? Oh, Peace Walker, yep. Tales of Eternia is from the year 2000, which means it does actually qualify for our 20-year thing. Where is it? Oh no, I already had remake in there. And it is one that got an American release, so it's not them bringing it to the West for the first time. All right.
The battle of light and darkness approaches.
Excuse me. Oh, this is gonna be final mix type stuff, yeah. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm happy that that is the case.
Befriend all sorts of magical allies. and battle enemies in action RPG combat.
It's the third ever Tales game? I thought there were more than
You'll
that.
experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data.
Hey, thank God for that. I don't have any of the cloud versions, but Square Enix has been real fucking dodgy about
all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts
Oh, that's new looking art.
also launches October 8th.
And a new name and logo and things. That's
Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
I can't wait to get into 3. I know that it's generally not as good as 2 as far as people are concerned, but oh shit! Oh my God, are we actually getting a Kingdom Hearts 4 thing? Whoa! I would never have thought to include that in the list. Dang! Holy shit! Okay. That's a oh my God! I was about to call it a Duskblood. I cannot believe we're getting this shit dropped here. Oh my God, is this the first we've seen of this game in like 5.5 years? Oh, those were organization members. I'd recognize the Luxord anywhere. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's the that's that little Keyblade riding maneuver that okay. All right. Holy shit. I am stunned that we're seeing this here. Wow, dang. That's huge for Nintendo.
Next,
that's a big fucking get.
Please take a look.
That's the first like at launch like Square Enix RPG to show up, like a core title for Nintendo to get. Oh my God! Okay.
Created by beings of supreme.
We'll go to the thing in a minute. We'll go to bingo in a minute.
Edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Is this actually it? Is this happening?
Within it, an ancient
oh my God! We're actually doing it.
Quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
That was a little bit of the Lost Woods theme. This is totally Ocarina.
These
holy shit!
Were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was
oh my God.
one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Okay. That's a little interesting lore-wise right there. Dang. Holy shit. Damn. No way is that coming out this year. Whoa.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina
okay.
of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2.
Dang.
More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America.
So
this presentation with a few words from
I will say thank
you
God we are having this thing with an announcement of a release date of this year.
Hi everyone. I'm
as opposed to,
after 20 years at Nintendo,
I think even for Breath of the Wild, that got announced like, what, a year or two in advance of when they were targeting, and then it took longer?
I watch the trailers, I hear about it.
Oh my God, okay.
The controller.
I don't know how I feel about, young Link's
And for me, that's
model
what games have
there,
always been about.
but
Those little moments
also,
that
so the lore thing I was
surprise
talking
me
about.
and allow me
So
to immerse
first of all,
myself in
let's go ahead and
different
just
worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer,
boop, drop
but
that down
nothing
there.
beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo
The
getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending
I'm
more
like
time
my
with
head
the
is
games
swimming now.
themselves.
The Triforce start like kind of
We've got a new
like
Nintendo Treehouse Live
on his left hand.
few games
At first, I was like, wait, but that doesn't make sense because the Triforce doesn't appear in anyone's hands until they have the Triforce, which doesn't happen until after Link gets the ocarina and opens the door to the Temple of Time,
I think the best way to understand
or the main chamber of the Temple of Time, and then actually like grabs the Master Sword. Ganondorf tries to claim the Triforce, and it spreads out to everybody. But maybe the idea is that like it's sort of either calling to Link, or it's otherwise like this is the one who will be the ba. Oh yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4 is actually happening. It's not just a dream we've all collectively had. All right, it looks like they're doing Treehouse now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of this.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live.
Okay. That was a hell of a closer there. Let's actually pull the bingo card one more time here. So, some surprises in there, in the sense of, so some of these were like long shots that I wasn't anticipating happening at all. We didn't get, for the first time in what feels like forever, we did not get any Western release of an old game released exclusively in Japan. I thought that was actually sort of a shoo-in, and it didn't happen at all. That's fine. No mention of Mario Galaxy either as a game or a movie was also sort of surprising. The Mario Galaxy movie just broke $1 billion. I would have expected there to be something there. No mention of Mario Kart World. I was on the fence between Mario Kart World and Star Fox, and I chose wrong. Granted, for the free space in the middle. Granted, without Mega Man, who did not get mentioned, we wouldn't have had the bingo anyway. No Ace Attorney, no mention of Amiibo at all. That was interesting. Mother 3 was a long shot. Nothing as far as GameCube for Nintendo Classics. Nothing Kirby. No farming sims, really. It would really depend if you were going to include, like, I don't think Minecraft or Pokopia count. Mention of Sonic Frontier Switch 2. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers is the end of my second row, and that didn't get a mention either. I mean, it's the same thing that didn't get a mention there. We could make an argument of, like, we did get Splatoon by way of Splatoon Raiders. That was more meant for Splatoon 4, but at this point, we're just kind of like, all right, are there any gimmies in here? We didn't see Wario at all. Did we see any of the most we got of any Plumber characters is that for DK Bonanza, they're adding Mario hats. Like, that's, I think, the only mention at all of the core, like, Nintendo cast. We didn't get any F-Zero. We saw a Mega Buster, but yeah, that doesn't count. That square was specifically for Mega Man Dual Override, or any other surprise sudden Mega Man announcement. We didn't see anything for any of the movies, but we did get Kingdom Hearts 4. Not just the fact that we actually got gameplay after years of sitting on it, but we also are finding out that it's launching. That it's also going to be on the Switch 2 at launch, which, like I was saying before, so there was a lot happening all at once there, but that's a pretty huge get for Nintendo, who has been kind of lagging behind on the more intensive releases, especially for Square Enix titles. Core Square Enix titles have been locked down to the PlayStation for almost 30 years now. So it's nice to see that Nintendo is caught back up, you could say. Launching Kingdom Hearts 4 on presumably PS5, I would assume PS5, Switch 2, and like, I don't know if they'll do Steam right away. I assume they'll do Steam at some point. Yeah, that was kind of a huge 1-2 punch right at the end. And then we got our Ocarina of Time bit there. I kind of want to actually, you know what? Let's let's pull this back up again real quick, because now we can back up. Because like I'm not sure how I feel about this model. It gives him a very hobbity look. Is that just me? He's got kind of a hobbit look. Like he looks like a short dude more than he does like a 10-year-old kid. But yeah, dang. I am very, because like I'm sure it's not, you know, everybody's been talking about an Ocarina of Time remake for a while, but I like pretty recently I was talking about like I would like to see Ocarina of Time remade and expanded upon. His head looks big for his body. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to place exactly. I think it is, maybe it's just that his hair is so fluffy there, or just poofy or something, but like it does look big. Everything looks a little big here. Yeah, his outfit is actually reminding me a lot of the Twilight Princess outfits, with that kind of like the waistband bit and the kind of like stomach guard type situation that flares out at the top and bottom. Things might look differently in game. I mean, absolutely, yeah. And anything that we see here could change by the release anyway. But it's interesting because it would kind of make sense for the Kokiri to have a different sort of look as far as their outfits. And then, you know, you become adult Link and you have an actual proper like tunic or what have you. The one thing, I guess, I don't see Nintendo falling for this trap, but there was a rumor that someone had at one point about like, oh, if Ocarina of Time gets remade, they might split it into 2 or 3 games, and it's like, please don't do that. I pray that they don't do that. I don't think they're going to, but it'd be cool if there was a Majora's Mask DLC or something. It's totally possible. But realistically, considering how Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom went, I imagine that if they would do a Majora's Mask follow-up, that they would just use the same engine and build off of it or something. But yeah, no, very, very, whoops. Very interesting stuff there. I'm curious, because there's what's interesting is they could very easily build off of oh yeah, there was some let me get the bingo out of the way. Yeah, I'd say there was some pretty big Zelda news today. Yeah, the trailer is essentially the opening narration for sure. Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's going to do a split game either. It's something there's a part of me that's like, please don't. I don't think they're going to. I think it'd be a huge mistake for them to. Oh yeah, and it's even the classic, like the logo is in gold, but the Master Sword and Hylian Shield behind it are part of the classic logo for it. But yeah, they've got a lot more lore that they can pull from at this point to flesh out Hyrule in this. Like, I don't necessarily think that they're going to like add the Rito or a couple of the other races necessarily, but they could. I think that each of the settlements is going to be much larger and more populated. I would hazard a guess that... Actually, no. I was going to say I would hazard a guess that you can actually save more of the civilization in the adult Link portion of the game, but that's kind of half the reason why at the end of the game Zelda sends you back. It's both, go back and be a kid, but also like, yeah, things are pretty fucked up here, so... Yeah, it is... It is interesting that we've got that weathered. It looks like weathered gold leaf, which is interesting because that carries a lot of like symbolism to it too. Where like both for just like the Legend of Zelda, but also like Ocarina being like this gilded sort of piece of gaming history, but weathered by virtue of like both a more realistic approach and also that like time has passed out here in the real world and maybe it's time for this to get, polished up a little bit. You can't really split between young and adult games. No, I think if it was going to happen, if you were to put a gun to my head and demand that I figure out how to split Ocarina of Time into 3 games, I would say you'd have Young Link as one game. You would have Adult Link through the Water Temple as a second game, and then you would have both of them for the bottom of the well, the Shadow Temple, the Desert Colossus, and the ending, as well as the aftermath of the first 2 parts of the game. Would be, if I had to, that would be how I would do it. I like that the Z is the same angle as the Master Sword. Yes, I think that was there in the original logo as well. Considering how stacked Game Fest was, they really had to come and swing, and I suppose. Why did Link have the Triforce as a kid? So I think the idea, I'd mentioned that as well. I think the idea here, if I find this, I think the idea here is that he doesn't have it, but it's like the Triforce is either calling to him, which I'm trying to think if Link to the Past or Skyward Sword did any of that a little bit. But there's also like because like Ganondorf trying to claim the Triforce is what sends the pieces to Link and Zelda. It's funny. Come to think of it, the original Ocarina of Time, does it ever make up until you fight Ganondorf, does the game acknowledge the fact that Link has the Triforce of Courage? I don't know that it does until literally right then. Maybe when Sheik reveals themselves to be Zelda. But yeah, Pretty Prophecy, Fate Heavies, the Triforce might be just something. Yeah, absolutely. There's certainly and that may even be the thing that sort of sets off the adventure too a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit more prologue before the Deku Tree becomes infested with Goma. Maybe there's a certain element of like, what's happening? Well, I need to, your destiny is ba da ba ba ba. Very excited to see all the bosses in the game. Very excited to see what elements stay, what ones change. Yeah, there's a lot to absorb there. It's very so. What's also very interesting to me is, I want to say that the Ocarina 3DS semi-update, semi-port, semi-remake, was 2011. It was extreme. It was like right as we started the channel. Let me put this onto the actual logo here. We started the channel, and like, in fact, actually, June 19th, 2011. So the day before we put our first video online, we technically we had the first podcast episode of Sonic Week. We had 2 podcasts, one at the beginning, one at the end, and the 19th was the date that we put that. So the exact same date that we did that, and the day before we put our first video online, was when Ocarina 3DS came out. So for one, it is sort of funny that we're actually further out from the Ocarina 3DS, from Ocarina of Time 3D than 3D was from the original. But so we're 15 years. It's been 15 years since then. I had a thought, and I'm kind of losing it, but because it's interesting to me when I had brought up over the past like year-ish how an Ocarina of Time remake, might be a good thing for them to look at. A lot of the response was like, but we already got a remake, and we got one so recently, and it's like, it's not that recent though. 15 years, man. And also Ocarina of Time 3D. I like, if you want to call Majora's Mask 3D a remake full stop, I would probably be more or less okay with that. I think like when I went onto a podcast, whose podcast was it? I think it was Hito Retro Gaming, and we were talking about remakes, reboots, all of that stuff. And my argument was that remasters and remakes are kind of live on a spectrum. I don't think there's quite such a thing as a full remake, and I don't think there's quite such thing. The only thing that you could argue is a full remaster would be a port that is a literal coat of paint. So like Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, when that got put onto modern consoles and it looked all shiny and different, it's literally the original game still playing underneath. They just have new like sprite work on top of it. Majora's Mask 3D, I would say, is like 70% remake, 30% remaster, because they really did kind of change a bunch of pieces to it mechanically. I could even say 75-25, something like that. Ocarina 3D is like the other way around. It's like 25% remake, 75% remaster, because they changed very, very little in that one. It is ultimately mostly just the original game again. There are changes. There's just not a lot. Which is part of the reason I've been like, an Ocarina remake that actually does try to rebuild it from scratch would be kind of massive. And it'd be great to see how that winds up working. Man, we got to catch up on our Zelda shit. Fuck. I'm amazed though that it's supposed that they're targeting a release this year. Pleasantly amazed. It's sort of shocking that it's so fucking refreshing to get a game announcement this big that just has the current year as the release date that they're targeting. I'm so sick to death of big releases where it's like coming 2028, and it's like, if you're telling me it's coming 2 years from now, I don't believe you. If you're telling me now that it's going to come out in 2 years, I assume it's going to be 3 at least. And then you've got stuff where they don't announce a release year at all, like Persona 6. I'm not expecting to see that for at least 2.5 years, probably 2029. If they're not even giving a release year as a target for something that has that much hype around it, I assume it's not coming anytime soon. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts also didn't say anything, and I don't remember the name of that area because it got mentioned during the original reveal, but we're also still only seeing that area, to be clear. So like, it still is probably quite a ways out. It might take more years. Kingdom Hearts 3 took like granted, it wasn't over a decade of continuous development, but like, you know, that may be a couple years out still. This is the Kingdom Hearts. I'm not worried about catching up on Kingdom Hearts before 4 comes out. This I'm worried about. I'm worried about at least finishing Echoes of Wisdom and doing Hyrule Warriors in time. We had a whole. It's so funny because I'm about to complain about something. It's very much me about to complain jokingly about something good happening, but like, it's so funny to me that I decided like, oh, all right, Zelda is basically done for a while, so let's do some stuff that's like Zelda adjacent in the same way that we were doing with Mega Man. Be a nice way to kind of do a send off for it. Like, oh, let's look at games that were inspired by Zelda or inspired Zelda themselves, and yada yada. We get into that. We do one game, and they announce 3 Zelda games over the course of like the next year, maybe 2. But like, it's just very funny. We're never going to finish the Legendary Let's Play Awakens at this rate. Not that I'm complaining. Echoes of Wisdom has been very charming and fun. A third Hyrule Warriors game is always a cool thing, and an Ocarina remake is going to be great. Maybe I can bait John to show up for more recording sessions now. Holy fuck. But yeah, no, anything else from Kingdom Hearts 4 would be good. I guess we did technically get new character confirmation we saw what appeared. Let's scroll back to that. I think we got some organization members in there. Or I guess by that point, former organization members, right? Whoa, that jumped way... I didn't click that far back. Oh, because it's still live, so it's doing... Yeah, hang on a second. It's still a live event, so this thing is... here we go. Female voice. Be interesting if that was Shion or something. Please, for what it's worth, please don't give any Kingdom Hearts 3 or Dark Road spoilers or anything like that. Anything that is from Kingdom Hearts 3 Union Cross forward. I guess that could be like Kyrie or something if some weird shit happens, but... So we've got this guy whose name always eludes me. It's there. Yeah, so we've got some... I can't remember that guy, but he's in like all of the Kingdom Hearts games. Do another game then, Treasure. Yeah. So, no idea who that is. No idea who that is either. I feel like I should, and maybe they are... I don't know if they're original characters, they're from something. So... That looks like Luxord. I feel like that. At least, assuming I'm remembering the one correctly, that looks like the gambler, the gambling guy in the organization. I'm trying to remember if there was a black-haired member of the organization. Not that one. This one. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's most likely not Larxene. Yeah, definitely does not look like Larxene. Black Coat character be female coded. Yeah, that's why I'm like, could it be Shion? Could it be... I mean, Kyrie is one of the only other main characters that we have who's female. Aqua as well, though she didn't look tall enough. But yeah, that looks like Luxord. That looks... I shouldn't, you know what? I shouldn't dwell on this. I haven't played. We haven't played far enough, so I'm not gonna dwell on this. But yeah. So we have no release information beyond the fact that it's going to also launch on. Yeah, no, I'll stick with also. I was about to say this doesn't say also available at launch on Switch 2. It just says available at launch, but it's like. Much as Square Enix is kind of spreading their wings here, they're not going to abandon the PS5 for this. But also, yes, the mask guy did remind me of Final Fantasy 15 as well. I was kind of that was my first thought actually when the trailer was when it was playing live was like, oh, is that one of the boys? That one of Car Boys? But yeah, so no mention of when it's going. Excuse me, of when it's going to come out. Which is fine. We need more time anyway. Once we can get the first chunk of Union Cross down, we can no dates at all for this. Development at least began by January of 2020, and they formally announced it in April of 2022. Yeah, nothing else really in there. I am also, so just because we're in here and we're talking about it, I'm curious. I have been kind of both hoping for and wondering if they will do so. For the Final Mix compilations that they've done, they have had at least one thing in each of those that's been an animation of some kind. Like they've had something that's been like retooled into an animation or something. And I'm kind of hoping that they consider doing a 3.5 final remix that contains 3 Remind, the and essentially a cutscene-ified version of the Kingdom Hearts like Key and Dark Road stories, and potentially an animation for Missing Link. It'd be nice to get all those things in one place. Missing Link obviously isn't getting developed anymore, so it'd be nice to have that actually in there. Maybe they're just going to work it directly into the plot of 4 instead of having it be a thing that would connect stuff into it. It would just be nice to kind of have that stuff all in one place. It's been hard to get all of the mobile game stuff, pinned down. So it'd be nice for that to be in an easier to acquire kind of thing. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, because they had the story so far as a collection, but there's been more since then. So, okay, yeah. So, Xenoblade Genesis, Kingdom Hearts 4, Ocarina of Time remake, and a bunch of other games that I feel like 90% of the internet has already forgotten about compared with those 3 things. Cool. If they made Kingdom Hearts 4 a reboot, I can't fathom them doing that. Just by virtue, even if by virtue of, for one, I don't know. I'm curious to see how that all plays out. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to get out of here. I need to get back to work. And yeah, very curious to see what people think. Throw, sound off in the comments. Quite a lot to chew on. I cannot believe we're getting an Ocarina of Time remake this year. We're already halfway through 2026, and they're like, yeah, it's coming in this year. Okay. That's going to be a huge holiday release if so. Which, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Is Nintendo kind of throwing down the gauntlet against GTA 6 is kind of where I'm wondering here. It's going to be very interesting. If they're putting this out in the holiday season, those two are going to top the charts by a colossal margin. So, it's going to be very interesting to see that play out, especially if they're able to put this game out for not like $90. That will make a big difference. If they can put this out for, I think, $70 versus GTA 6, which keeps low key threatening $100 release, that might actually make a big difference here. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys very much. I'll catch you later. Have a good one, and bye.